Greetings everyone, and as you can see I'm back here with SOULCALIBUR VI because I sadly forgot to mention something relatively very important in my previous video, my kind of like unpaid advertisement for SOULCALIBUR VI. And it's a very important system, I think, that is unique to SOULCALIBUR. As far as I know, I'm not aware of any other games that have it. I'm sure there might have been or are currently, but this is like the game, at least developed by Namco, that I know that has the system, which is the guard break system. If you look at the left, behind Siegfried, that is, you'd find like damage total and guard crush, 0% and so whatnot. This is actually, see how it went to 2%? That's because in SOULCALIBUR you cannot block indefinitely. If you take too much hits, like if you blocked so many of them, as you can see, it's building up. And now he's flashing yellow because he's at 75% or 70%, whatever. If I continue to do this, see, his guard pops and I actually get a free hit on him. I missed it there because I was talking. So this kind of like, first of all, this adds another layer to offense. Nightmare here on the right, especially in Season 1 of this game, that was kind of like one of his core offense, plans. He did an absurd amount of guard crush because he was not so good at mixing you up, his lows suck, whatever. So his plan is actually to keep pressuring you with these mids and highs of his until your guard is crushed and you pop and he launches you for a full combo. While that, could be controversial, of course, to apply to Tekken, I understand. Especially like if the game was not designed from the ground up to have this kind of like system. I don't believe SOULCALIBUR had it in the beginning either. No, of course it didn't. SOULCALIBUR 2, there was no such thing. But I think I could be wrong. But the thing is, what I like about this is that it makes every hit meaningful. As long as you don't flat out whiff, sorry, it's not coming out. As long as you don't flat out whiff like that, everything you do is meaningful. In Tekken, if you do a safe move and your opponent blocks it, like, I'm not saying it doesn't advance the match forward at all. Of course, it opens, like, you use the frame advantage into mind games. Do I not do anything? Do I continue? Do I respect? Do I disrespect? Do I try to do something smart? Do I just play it safe? But overall, if you just keep like poking each other with safe mids and whatever, nothing happens. While here, even if you go for something like that, of course this would be a bad idea because it's generally punishable. But even if it's blocked, you did something. Like, it feels that no attack is completely meaningless as long as it doesn't flat out whiff. A whiff is not something you want, and it actually encourages. As you can see, the guard crush on him is actually replenishing, and if I land a successful guard impact, well, if my guard is down, it actually replenishes. So this adds another layer to, like, another resource you have to manage. How many hits can you block? You can't just like block indefinitely, and this kind of like encourages the game to be more offensive, kind of like indirectly, which is something that I like. Well, not very indirectly, kind of almost directly, but it does it in a smart way. Like, some characters don't do a lot of like guard break damage. For example, see, the last hit here only does 2%. This does even more than that. So it kind of like balances out as to which hits do a lot of guard damage, which string is good to like pressure with on block. It adds another layer of depth to the game. And I really like the system. I think it's very well implemented in SOULCALIBUR, at least like in general. Of course, you'd find like a couple of, like, for example, this final hit being just 2% is kind of like ridiculous. You could point that out. It's hard to get the CPU kind of like block correctly here in practice mode. But yeah, I believe I've made my point. I am so sad that I kind of like forgot to mention this in my previous video. I kind of like have to upload this separately and whatever. But I believe I still kind of like made my point. This is a very unique system that I find very well thought out and very unique. So with that, thank you all for watching, take care and goodbye.